I've been doing this for 20 years. I am also a technical person. I know IT for the past 25. I've done acting since I was 11 years old, and I'm 45 years old now. I am putting this class together because out of all the years that I did anime stuff, and by the way, what? Oh, the anime stuff that I've done, such as like Evangelion, Sorcerer Hunters, Street Fighter, Tears to Tierra, One Piece, FMA, Full Metal Alchemist, all of those, I've done parts in those, but all the years that I've done them, and I go to conventions and people ask me, you know, how difficult is it to be a voice actor and what do you have to do to set up a studio, that kind of thing. I said, well, why don't I show people how to do that? So today I brought some of the stuff from my studio to show y'all how it gets set, how to set it up, and then what I also will show you is like how not terribly expensive it is to do it. And if you're good at it, you can make some money, which I've done. I've done video games as well in my house. I've got to record them in my house. A game like Smite, the game, you need to go look for it. It's very good. And Axis and Allies and other games that I can't remember right now. But really, the way it works in voice acting is the best money that you make is doing private narration or commercials or stuff like that. Anime, you make no money. Video games, you make pretty decent money if you get a good part in it. So, what you try to do is make yourself available, and you get the right gear, and you learn how to do the thing, and then you can become a voice actor. But you have to be good at it. So what I did was, I went looking for scripts that we could all work on, those who are brave enough to say that they could do voice acting. And so I went looking for like a multi-character script, and I couldn't find any because they all sucked. So as a joke to one of my friends, I said, you know what? I just auditioned for Glenn Ross, which is, does anybody know that one? It's the one that had Alec Baldwin in it, and he says coffee is for closers, and Jack Lemmon, and Al Pacino, and just a ton of fans, Kevin Spacey. Well, I found that script, and so I took it and said, what if it was done in Equestria? And the characters were My Little Ponies. So, this may be awesome or it may really suck, but I put together a couple of scenes from it, and maybe we will try some of that. So, what do y'all think? That sounds pretty good? So, okay, people sit in the back so they can get out quick. I get it. I see how it is.
What are they doing? So they can see the screen better.
Yeah. Alright, so. Maybe we might need to close those doors. Well, the first downside to this, unfortunately, is you want to start with the quietest room possible when you do your recording. What I did was I took my walk-in closet and started to foam it out, and then I realized that all of the clothes that I had in there is a perfect sound buffer. So it's a totally dead room, and it's right next door to my recording room, which is like my office. And so I just drilled a hole through the wall and ran the cables through. And I have something like this sitting in the closet. Of course, people get weirded out a little bit when they come over to my house. And I was like, oh, you want to record? Just step into the closet. The best thing is I'm going to start doing name dropping now. Okay. I'm really good friends with Mary Jo Peele, who was on Mystery Science Theater 3000. She played Pearl Forrester in it.
Wow.
And she had been requested to do some recording for a game. And she didn't have a studio, so she said, well, can I come over to your house and record? And I was like, sure. So when she came over, I said, just get in my closet. She was like, what? I was like, go ahead, Mary Jo, get in my closet. It's okay. And her husband's like, you want her to do what? I go, get in my closet. And so she turns around, and as she's closing the door, she goes, I'm going to be a star. Very funny. So to start with, let's look at what you're going to have to buy, basically. So without a computer, I did a check. I went and did an internet check to see how much this stuff is going to cost. And as you can see, this is even hardware, including mic stands. So the first thing is the recording device, which I rented this. This is the recording device that plugs into your computer. You then hook up, the most expensive thing that I actually bought, was this microphone. Because that, if you're going to do recording, the thing that you spend the most money on is a really good microphone. Now, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. A lot of people do. But this one right here, this SM7B Shure microphone, I tested a whole bunch of them, and this is the one that I'm like, yes, this is beautiful. It has, you don't have to use one of those pop filter things because it has this big old, they call it a condom, over the top. And for a guy, this is especially good for a guy because the microphone diaphragm is so large, and so it picks up a lot. But what's also good about it is it's fairly forgiving, so any noise that's happening over here isn't picked up, while a lot of microphones will pick up everything that's going on in the room. Unfortunately, it's gonna suck, because that noise and that noise will be picked up. So that's something you always have to think of when you're setting up and you're going to do something like that. It's like, okay, what noises do I hear? What you want to do is you try to start with what's called a noise floor, which is if you're absolutely recording nothing and you're standing there, what's going to pick up? What is the mic going to pick up? And you want to keep that noise floor as low as possible, because if it gets up, then you have to do a filtering, and that never makes the sound. It doesn't make anything sound better. I tried for years.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah, it's just going to not sound good, and it won't sound professional, and they won't hire you. So always the question is, will they hire you? Will they call you back? That's what you're always going for every time. I wish George was here, because he would be like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because he does recording at home as well. He does a lot of his stuff for FX. George Lowe, who you guys met. So now, let me show you, because always when you're doing a gear panel, you got to show off. So let me show you my, oh wait, no, that's my dog. That's Bob. That's Bob. He's the best dog ever. And that's Spider House in Austin. And I just got mail. And that's my studio right there. And actually, it's gotten a little bit better than that, because the two white speakers are gone, and I've got these instead. And the specificity of having this type of monitor when you're doing recording is it is non-sweetened. It doesn't have whatever comes out of here is exactly what the signal is. It's like not too tinny sounding. It's not too bassy sounding. This is exactly the sound that comes out. So that's why I put this in my backpack and brought it on the plane with me. 25 pounds on the plane, so I get to ship it back before I'm shipping it back. But I brought it for you, all of you here. So anyway, thank you. Yes, I do it all for applause. So anyway, there's my studio at home, and we do our podcast there. There's extra stuff that you see, like the mixing board, and then I have my music stuff. But I use the laptop. I use my little tablet here, And what's cool about the tablet, because I do my recording in the booth, I don't have an engineer. I engineer myself. So what I did was let's get out of this, close this, and then show you the program. Okay. What I do is I have this program, Reaper, that a lot of people use. I can't remember the name of the program. I always forget. But it's one that everybody uses except me because it costs a lot of money. And I would rather, I know that just recording is recording, so that's not important. So I found this program, which is called Reaper, and it's only $60. And actually you can use it for free for as long as you want. Just eventually, it says, hey, throw some money our way. It's shareware, basically. And as soon as it finishes loading all my music, because I do music stuff on here too.
There's a free one called Audacity.
Audacity's okay, but it's not as professional.
I don't disagree. It's free.
Yeah. But what's great about this is, you know, you can use this until you get your first paycheck, and then you can pay for it. And all it pops up is it just says, hey, dude, you want to pay for it? And then after about 30 seconds, you say, no, not yet. It goes, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be over here. Never mind. But what I do is I have the ability to take this, my little pad here, which is an Android pad that I bought, and I have set up, I'm trying to be cool. Let's see if it works. We should do it. Oh, it's because okay, I know why. See, it's tough. This is why I need an engineer to work with me. But it's because I need to go in and change where I'm connected. Because IP addresses.
Posting that, right? That's new. Okay. What all is it? My friend wants to. It's like a
Yeah. That would be fun.
I think the glass rate gallons would probably be better.
Yeah.
That'll use for that. Oh, interesting. Interesting choice on IP addresses here. Okay. Sorry, this part takes a bit. That's it. But I promise it'll be really cool when I get done. What tablet is that? This is a ViewSonic G tablet that I cracked and put gingerbread on. That. Okay, well what usually happens is when I'm connected with the wireless, through my wireless and I'm on the same spot, I have remote desktop capabilities where I can remote into this tablet, which will remote me into that laptop, and then I can set my recording and playing and all of that through here. And then what I do is I bring up my script, which then flips, and then I can do all my recording in the booth. I never have to leave the booth. And then when I get done, I just flip it back and go and hit stop and then come out and do my editing. That was my little cool extra thing that I did. So, now that we're set up, I think we're set up. Let's find out if we're set up. Oh, I need to talk to the mic. So it's pretty easy because you've got microphones that plugs into recording device. And you know, y'all don't have to sit all the way in the back. Y'all can come in if you want to look at anything or try to figure it out. I don't want this just to be a monologue, is what I'm hoping for. So if you have any questions on what I'm doing, please ask. Yeah, do not be, okay, and first of all, if you want to be a voice actor, the first thing you got to know is don't be afraid. You can't be afraid of anything. You have to just decide, this is what I want to do, and you go for it. Because all that you're going to do is you'll either succeed or you'll fail. And failure does not mean you suck. It just means, okay, that didn't work, so I got to figure out something else to do. Now, if you really suck, then you will always fail. So something you have to keep in mind is, wait a minute, am I failing just because I failed, or is it because I really suck? That's the toughest thing that you have to think through. So, all right, so then we go in here, and I think I've already said this part. We go in and you order this stuff, which is really in. No, let's go to here, and then you set some of this stuff up. And check that here, and then we check these instead, and we make sure those are good. This is all just configuration. You will learn how to do this because it isn't real. As long as you remember where everything is. See, there we go. Okay. Now let's go and do a quick recording here. Let's see. This is port 1. So we've got port 1 ready. Now let's make it live. 1, 2. We will see right away. Yeah. So we know we've got this little, and you know what sucks? Like, watch, I'll show you. As we turn up the volume here, see, that's the noise floor right there. See? So what you want to try to do is just bring it down to where it's just below. There we go. And then you can do a quick recording. That's how I do it. I just go in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, your mom, I hate you all, you all suck. Alright. You're like, words hurt. And then it saves it. There. Gotcha. And then we just play it just to see. I hate you all suck. Okay.
It hurts just as much the second time.
Yeah, you know? 1, 2, 1, 2, your mom. I hate you all suck. You know, let's put it on loop while we're at it. We'll just go ahead. And then all you have to do is go through and edit to the beginning of where you see the line start. Okay, and then we go to here. And then we hit play. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, your mom. I hate you all suck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, your mom. I hate you all suck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I think I can put a beat behind that. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, seriously. It's okay. No, please. So, with that, then since the idea that we have here is the script that I've got, I know that I think I have four characters. So let's add 2 more or 3 more here. Now we have 3. And then as you go in between each one, you just make one live and record, and then you make the other one live and record. And the way it works, now let's get the script out. Let's get the script out. I'm fairly proud of the script. Like I said, either this is going to be awesome or it's going to suck. So hopefully it's
We go for the first one.
Yeah, yes. So while I'm doing this, y'all have any questions? Anybody wants to know anything?
You working on any voice acting projects coming up?
I know that Chris wants me to come in and do the Korean drama that they're dubbing to English over at Okratron Studio, and I know that Patrick, who's the guy that was the T-5000 in Terminator 2? Robert Patrick is dubbing it, which is kind of interesting. So, all right. And then he wants me to come in and do some recording. So, all right. All right. So here we go. So there we go. And what I did was, we have your Rainbow Dash. You've got your Applejack. I think we were casting. You got your. So, who would want to be interested in trying this out? You raise your hand. Who wants to try? We got 1, 2. Okay, really? 2?
It's 2 girls.
3, 4. There we go. All right, excellent. So now, here's the thing to remember. This is based on the play Gary Glenn Ross, which was David Mamet wrote this. Now, David Mamet, what makes this fun for me is David Mamet was known for writing people talking over each other. So, would you wait a minute? I know. Just wait a minute and let me tell you something. Because there's a lot of that, which is really hard to do, which is why I did it. So, okay. Who wants to be Rainbow Dash? You're Rainbow Dash. Come on. Yes.
Oh, you're
So-
wearing Applejack's
Oh, would you rather be Applejack? Okay.
So I just run continuously on it?
And so what we're going to do, well, here, I'll bring up the script.
Oh, great.
So, this is, like I said, it's either going to go really good or it's really going to suck. But that's okay. Because in the end, I've been taking, after all these years, I finally started taking improvisational classes. And what we learned, one of the things that we learned is right in the beginning, is that if you mess up, if ever you mess up, no, you don't keep on going. You recognize that you failed. And the way you would do it is you put your hands up in the air like this, and you go, I failed! Like this. And everyone in the class then, yeah! All right! So,
there was a award ceremony, one of those TV things with film stars and stuff. I think it was David Fox and somebody else. They came out and he was supposed to say something. He kept flubbing something. He goes and reverses it, and then he goes, okay, final try, here we go. And then finally got the lines out. And it was on live on TV that he did this. And he kept messing up, and he went back and fixed it and kept doing it again.
So that's what we're going to do. I want to integrate this because you should never be afraid to fail or recognize that you failed. This is something that I would love to impart to everyone. We all fail. Everybody does it. That doesn't make you a horrible person. It just means you failed.
My last panel failed.
Yay! And that's the way it works. You just own it, take your bow, and then you go, okay, now let's try again. And so that's what's awesome about this.
On the Oscars, we did bring the tomatoes, right?
No, like I said, there's no, you just do your thing, you do the best you can, you make choices, because you'll never be able, I'm going to bring the script in. You'll never be able to succeed unless you just keep trying and fail and try something that may not work. But then you don't know until you give it a shot. So, like, if you look at a script, So let's look at this real quick. So let me shrink this so we can get a little more on the page. Okay. Now, the thing you have to realize for this is there was a lot of cussing in this script. And so what I did was I kept the cussing in, but I changed it to where it's equine cussing instead. So let's look at a little bit of here. Bull manure, we know what that is, okay? And then my wife, who's awesome, also went through and she gave me specific directions on some of these.
Fancy pants.
No, Fancy Pants is one of the characters. But, like, where it says Marshall the Leeds, Marshall the Leeds? What the?
What the clap?
Yes. So do we know what's actually being said there? Okay. It's like we're here to club and sell. Club marshalling the leads. What the club talk is that? So.
That's awesome.
I hope you guys appreciate this. So let me 1, 2, 1, 2. Get the volume up high enough so you can hear yourself. People like, hey, this is so cool.
Good thing I like reading out loud, right?
Well, that's part of the deal. 1, 2, 1, 2. And here's the trick. See, this isn't loud enough. 1, 2. What's going on here? I failed.
No, it's all plugged in.
Well, for some reason the volume. Okay, we don't need that. We don't actually need headphones. I was just trying to get you used to using it. So.
Is it better for the if you have headphones to use?
Yes, because then you can hear yourself. It's not like you need to be in love with your voice, but you need to at least accept your voice and be able to hear how you sound and what you do. And once again, this is voice acting stuff. And George Lowe is advanced when it comes to this. He's been teaching me stuff about like certain things that I do in commercials that I never even knew before. And he was like, he goes, at this part you need to do the slowdown. I go, the slowdown? What are you talking about? And he goes, well, when they say The Apprentice tonight on NBC. I was like, yeah. He goes, no, I don't do that one. He goes, The Apprentice tonight on NBC. I'm like, oh, I get that. Okay.
So do you email it to them when you're done recording, or is it in a
Well, for a lot of people, now when I do dubbing, I'm usually at their studio. Okay, so if I got some stuff to work with, or I've been trying to get them to send me clips of what I need to dub, and then I can go in and do it myself, because I've been doing it long enough to where I know what needs to be done. What I'll also do is we'll do something like a Skype session to where they'll listen to me while I record, and then they can give me direction. Yeah. No, I'll usually.
Mayonnaise sandwich! Yay! Mayonnaise sandwich! Mayonnaise! Mayonnaise sandwich!
It's TV's George Lowe, everyone. Where's all the what?
Where do you and I
Oh,
go?
in 7.
I just want to do like you and dress it up, put my stuff down, put my
Just a
thing
little-
down.
just a little
I'm gonna put
thing.
my thing down, y'all. Y'all have fun. Hi, kids. Hello, TV friends.
See, I'm just real friends. Y'all are just these TV friends. And there lies all the difference. I don't know why I use that voice, but alright. Yeah, how is it not funny? Okay. Trying to go There is a Fluttershy. Okay. Yeah, make it your own. We have, I think it's Fluttershy, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and not the lead. I didn't use the lead phone. Twilight Sparkle, I didn't use Twilight Sparkle. As soon as this gets going, then I can give this to you. And we'll do a little bit of recording, because that's the way it works. And then hopefully, however, okay, we're doing okay on time. That's why I asked for 2 hours. So I could go, okay, so I can stumble around a little bit and answer questions. Get people excited. I was actually really excited when they asked me to come do this because I don't get to do the creative side mixed with the tech head side very much. Because I mean, my regular job is I work support at an insurance company. It's my regular gig. Yes, sir.
My Dell XPS laptop is making this noise. And
did you try turning it off and on?
No, I didn't do this.
Okay, well, I'll push it up the chain. That's it. That's my whole gig right there. Turning it off and on.
Sometimes the problem.
Sometimes. Well, when it comes to Windows stuff, usually the first answer, like if you do these 4 things, turn your computer off and back on. Or it's like close the program. Try getting out of the program and get back in. No, that didn't work? Okay, it's still doing the weird thing? All right, let's turn off your computer and turn it back on again. Did that clear it out? No? Okay, we're gonna have to reinstall the program then. Let's see. Or we go, okay, it's telling you something else. There's always little things that happen. And then the 4th thing, and then the 4th thing is like your computer's screwed. We're gonna have to start over again. Just start over.
We got that last one, but just ended up taking fried my whole hard drive. And it was like, why? First agent will honor it.
Damn.
You said it, not me. We're good now, we got it.
Well, okay, fine. We'll just, you know what? We can turn the mic around. Turn the mic around. Oh, see, now I'm going to write a whole new song. All right. Like a record, baby. I want your heart. We're able to this thing.
We love it.
Yes. Not that. Trying to see how small I can make these with it. Still being able to bring it in. Is that right?
Yeah.
Good. So that way we get more on the page. All right. So you are Rainbow Dash? So what we do is to the right. You can still see it there. Get rid of that. And then we bring this to the left. And then ready to go. So let's do the first track. Is going to be Rainbow Dash. Okay. All right. So now the idea here, as you can see, if you want to read through it real quick, do you see what's happening?
Yeah, she's getting faster.
Tell me why she's getting faster.
Because she's trying. Oh, because something happened at the car, so I wasn't
Yeah, well, it's part of it is what she's trying to do is the idea here is Rainbow Dash and Applejack they are selling land. They are real estate agents. Okay, and the problem is that they've been given these leads. You know what leads are? Leads are possible people that can buy this property, but they're not very good. The people, it's almost like they just took names out of the phone and said, "Here, go sell this land to these people that don't really want to talk to you or want to do anything else." Okay, so that's the idea. But what's happened is there's also a contest that's going on. Okay, this is Glengarry Glen Ross. In Glengarry Glen Ross, they're having a sales contest. First prize is you win I think you win like a car. Second prize, you win a set of steak knives. Third prize is your flight. Yeah, that's the pressure. Yeah, it's like you can get this, and in this one, instead of doing cars and steak knives, I think I did armor and sugar cubes. So armor is the first prize, sugar cubes, because I thought you get sugar cubes anywhere, right? But yeah, so armor and sugar. So then you can see what's going on.
Yeah, she's getting customers, just this key.
Because Rainbow is trying to get Applejack, because Applejack is in charge of giving out the leads. And there's premium leads, there's secondary leads. What she wants, what Rainbow Dash wants, is the premium leads. So now she's trying to argue with Applejack as to why she needs to give them to her. Okay? So so let's well, usually it's good to record, but I say we don't record right now. We just do this first part right here. All right? So read through.
AJ, look. The Clydesdale leads, you're sending Rarity out. Fine. She's a good pony. We know what she is. She's fine. All I'm saying, you look at the board, she's throwing. Wait. She's throwing them away. She's throwing the leads away. All that I'm saying that you're wasting leads. I don't want to tell you your job. All I'm saying, things get set. I know they do. You get a certain mindset, the pony gets a reputation. We know how this. All I'm saying, put a Gloucester on the job. There's more than one pony for them. Wait a second. You put a proven pony out and you watch. Now wait a second. And you watch your dollar values. Start closing them for 50 instead of 25. You put a closer on them.
Marty, you blew the last. Keep going.
Okay.
Marty, you blew the last.
No, AJ, no. Let's wait. Let's back up here. I did. These. Wait a second. These. I didn't blow them. No, I didn't blow them. No one kicked out. One I closed.
Close.
If you listen to me, please. I closed the salt sucker. His ex, AJ, his ex. I didn't know he was married. The judge validated that.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now who's playing Applejack? You're playing Applejack. So you know Applejack's a girl pony. That's all right. Come on up. Come on up. Because you need to get in. Now, the way it is in here is Applejack is kind of the office manager, and she gives out the leads. And she's been told what she's supposed to do. And it's to not give Rainbow Dash the leads, because Rainbow Dash hasn't been selling. It hasn't been selling well enough, so she doesn't get the premier leads. Applejack is now going, they're at lunch, and going, I don't want to do this. I can't give these to you. You have to understand, I can't give these to you. And so that's why she's going, will you wait? Because Applejack keeps running and going, let me tell you, let me finish my sentence. So, okay, now, what we're going to do is you're going to stand off to the side here and read your lines, and we're going to record into here. So you don't have to necessarily get all the way up, but that's a good distance right there. Part of the idea, and when you're doing recording, is knowing where the mic placement, and this is what's good about having headphones on, is you can hear when you're hitting, like when you're breathing into the mic and it makes the spot, the popping your P's and doing all this. This is very forgiving because of that big old helmet that's on it.
It helps buffer it out.
A little bit, yeah. So like when I do my podcast, I'm usually like right up on the microphone. But you're going to be fine, just like right where you're at. In fact, if we look, why don't you talk a little bit?
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, and you try to talk in the voice that you're going to be recording. So, yeah. Let me bring that just a little bit. Okay. All right, now here we go. We're going to try to be as quiet with all the tinging and the air conditioning and all of that. So, okay, so I want you to think in your head that AJ is trying to interrupt you. All right? So remember that. Make the choice when, that you're getting a little bit exasperated. You don't have to necessarily just run the lines as fast as you want either. You can just, take the time. Think of that. You're trying to convince Applejack, but you're a little bit frustrated with this because you need to make that money. Got it? Okay. These are all the things that you should think about if you're doing recording and acting. This is like acting stuff. So, okay. Here we go. All right.
AJ, look. The Clydesdale Highlands leads, you're sending Rarity out. Fine. She's a good pony, but you know what she is. She's fine. All I'm saying, you look at the board, she's throwing, wait. She's throwing them away. She's throwing the leads away. All that I'm saying is that you're wasting leads. I don't want to tell you you're done. All I'm saying, things get said. I know they do. You get a certain mindset, only gets reputation. You know how this, all I'm saying, is you put a closer on the dog. There's more than one pony for them. But wait a second. Your crew's ponying out. And you watch. Now wait a second. And you watch your dolly line. You start closing them for 50 instead for 25. Put a closer on them. No, AJ, no, let's wait. Let's back up here. Will you please wait a second? Please. I didn't blow them. No, I didn't blow them. No one kicked out. When I closed.
You didn't close.
If you listen to me, please. I closed the salt sucker. His ex, AJ, his ex. I didn't know he was married. The judge invalidated the.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. There's the first part. I'm going to try to. And what's good about this is you have the person running the lines with you. Is you can get your recording bits a little bit better. Now we're not really going for speed. You're doing fine, by the way. You're doing fine. No, and you know what? Just turn it into like, all right, I'm nervous. All right.
And when she's nervous on her.
Yeah, because she's trying to. She's going to get fired. If she doesn't, here's the deal. They were going to win these. Whoever gets the most leads wins. And she doesn't even get the good leads. She has to work with the crap. And feel free to you're doing a little bit of a pause between. The way this works is it's on. So that gives her the energy to be able, when she finishes with the line. I went too far. Where it says, no one kicked them out. The one I closed, you didn't close. I did close.
I did. I swear I did.
The judge invalidated the RD. So there we go. And then let me. Is this interesting at all? Are we doing all right?
Yes.
Is this good?
Yes.
Okay. And then I am amused. Okay. So then. All right, what I'm going to try to do is keep rolling the script so we can go a little bit longer. Select it there. And then just because I hit record doesn't mean you can start back. I just do it so where I get a little bit of lead time. And then now when you're ready, jump in with that.
And what is that, AJ? What? Bad luck? That's all it is. I pray in your life you will never find it runs in streaks. That's what it does. That's all it's doing. Streaks. I pray in this. That's all I want to say.
What about you?
What to?
Or you had 4 leaves and one kicked out.
You want to see the court records? AJ, you want to go down? Do you want to go downtown? Then what is this you say manure? What is that? What is that? What is this you say? A deal kicks out, I get to eat manure. Applejack, manure. You, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, look at the sheets. Look at the sheets. 19, 18, 81, 82. 6 months of 82. Who's there? Who's up there?
Rarity?
Under him?
Pinkie Pie.
Boomanure. AJ, Boomanure. April 7th, September 1981. It's me. It isn't Clop and Pinkie Pie. Due respect, she's an order taker. AJ, she talks a good game. You look at the board and it's me, AJ. It's me.
Not lately.
Lately, kiss my rump lately. That isn't how you build a board. Go talk. Talk to Fancy Pants. Talk to Prince Blue Blood. When we were on Evergreen Forest, who paid for his clopping party? You talked to him. The Seville, he came in. You bought that for me, Artie? Out of what? Cold calling? Nothing. 6 It was skill. You want to throw that away, AJ? You want to throw that away? It isn't you. Who is it? Who is this I'm talking to? I need the leads. Bowman, you're the 13th. I don't get on the board the 30th. They're going to can my run. I need the leads. I need them now, or I'm gone, and you're going to miss me, AJ. I swear to you. You talk to Fancy Pants.
I have it in my job is to marshal those leads.
Marshal the leads. Marshal the leads. What the clock? What trail did you get off of? We're here to clock and sell. Clock marshal the leads. What the club talk is that? What the club talk is that? Where did you learn that? In school? Let's talk, my friend. Let's talk. Our job is to sell. I'm the pony to sell. I'm getting garbage. You're giving to me, and what I'm saying is it's clocked.
You're saying that I'm locked?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry to antagonize you.
Let me,
And I'm going to get bounced in your...
let me, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Let me tell you something, Dash. I do what I'm hired to do. I wait to the second. I'm hired to watch the leads. I'm given I'm given a policy. My job is to do that. What I'm told. That's it. You wait a second. Anybody falls below a certain mark, I'm not going to give them.
Then how did they come up that mark?